Hi, this is Max, and this is Fun with Guns. Today I'm going to talk about Elmer Keith. Now, if you've been in shooting for any length of time, you probably have heard this name before and might know a great deal about the man. He's a legend in the shooting community because he is essentially the father of the Magnums. Elmer Keith was born in 1899, and he was a cowboy and hunter and hunting guide. He was also an experimenter. Keith was continually trying to find ways to get more velocity and capability out of his revolvers and his rifles. He was also considered one of the greatest pistol shots that ever lived. Through experimentation, Keith learned by the late 1920s that improvements in Smith & Wesson's .38 revolvers would allow for much hotter loads. So he stoked up .38s that could do as much as 1,100 feet per second. Smith & Wesson finally made a revolver that was capable of safely and reliably handling the round in the large in-frame .38-44. They literally took a .44 frame, which was much larger than a standard .38 frame, but chambered it for .38 special. Concerns about people putting these hot loads into regular .38s led to them extending the case 135/100ths of an inch and creating the .357 Magnum. By 1935, the Magnum was being produced, although custom orders only, and at $60 a piece, there weren't too many of them being sold. However, the Magnum was born. Keith was not one to rest on his laurels. He wrote books and continued to improve his shooting skills and made some pretty miraculous shots over the course of his life. But 20 years after the invention of the .357 Magnum, he basically repeated the process with the .44 Special, thereby creating the .44 Magnum, which again had a slightly elongated case to prevent it from being put in a .44 Special revolver. Not satisfied with that achievement, he realized the need for an intermediate round, something a little bigger than the .357 Magnum but a little smaller than the .44 Magnum. So he took the long-forgotten .41 Long Colt and turned that into the very popular .41 Magnum. Elmer Keith died in 1984 at the age of 83 after leaving an incredible legacy behind. So I highly recommend that you take a little bit of time to go out and learn a little bit about this man, who truly is the father of the Magnums. It comes highly recommended by many experienced shooters that it's worth the time to read his books and learn a little bit about the man himself. I'm Max with Fun with Guns. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.